Real estate is very expensive, especially in today's market. So that's why in this video, we're gonna be going over everything that you need to qualify for an FHA loan, which is where you only have to put 3.5% down. Let's get right into the video. FHA stands for the Federal Housing Administration. And what the FHA does is it protects lenders against defaults on payments from their clients. And that right there just makes it easier for them to allow you to have access to these lower down payment options, as well as these very, very low interest rates. The first thing you'll need for an FHA loan is to just make sure that you have that 3.5% down payment in your bank account. Next, you'll have to have a minimum credit score, and that's a minimum FICO credit score of 580 to qualify. You can easily check or find out what your credit score is simply by asking your lender, and they can run it for you. Or you can just look on Credit Karma. I know on certain bank apps, you can see your FICO score right there. Next, you'll need to make sure that you have no more than a 50% debt to income ratio. And you can get that by adding your monthly debts, such as, credit cards, any car payments, house payments, and then just dividing that by how much that you're making. And you need to remember that you divide that by your monthly income before your taxes. Next, you will have to make sure that you have enough money to cover the upfront mortgage insurance premium, which is going to be 1.75% of whatever your loan amount is. Then you'll just have to make sure that you have anywhere from 2 to 6% to make sure that you have enough money to close on the property for your closing cost, which will be various things such as taxes, insurance, lender fees, title company fees, and things of such. For your home to be qualified for an FHA loan, once you get pre-approved from the lender and then you start looking at the homes, once you're under contract, there's going to be a few FHA requirements there. And the first one is going to be that you need to make sure that it is an FHA appraiser that goes out there and appraises your property, in which the lender would take care of that for you, but that is something that's required for the FHA. Another thing is you can only buy an FHA property if it's going to be considered your primary residence. You cannot buy it with plans of renting it out. Next is you need to make sure that you occupy the property within the first 60 days of closing. Lastly, you'll need to make sure that you have an inspection done with the property, and that's a 4-point as well as a wind mitigation, and make sure there's approval and it meets FHA minimum standards. And quick tip, by the way, you can actually qualify for an FHA loan, potentially with your credit score going all the way down to near 500, but then you're gonna need to put more down, like 10%, to then qualify. If you are looking to cash out refinance with your FHA loan, you are gonna need a minimum of a 620 credit score, and then when you do cash out refinance, you're gonna have to leave a minimum of 15% equity within the property. Another amazing thing that FHA allows is the FHA 203K loan, in which I'll make sure I make another video in the future just on this topic. But what that is, the FHA 203K loan, is that will allow you to buy a property, and then they will actually finance all of the renovation costs that will come included once you end up purchasing the property. Now that right there, that is one of the greatest methods, I would say, for either a first-time home buyer or someone looking to get into an investment property that doesn't have the funds potentially, to ask their lender about the FHA 203K loan and see if they could qualify for it. There are other conventional financing options that you could actually just put only 3% down, but you're gonna need a minimum of a 620 credit score just to qualify for those. So I'd say just talk to your local lender and they can just discuss with you your options, then you guys can decide what would make the most from there. But that's it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value, make sure you like down below, comment, let me know what your thoughts are on FHA versus conventional, and I'll see you in the next video.